Well, hello guys, it's Alex again, and we're going to just have a quick look at how we manage our computers. First of all, I'm looking at my home screen, and it's fairly tidy. I can't really abide an untidy home screen, with loads of these avatars all over the place, all of your apps. Yeah, rows of them. I like to keep it tidy. Of course, the best way to do that is to create a new folder. So all you do basically is click anywhere. And you get your pop-up window here, new. So you click on new folder. And there it is, and you call it whatever you want to call it. So let's just say I'll call it new NEW. So there you go, I've created a new folder. There it is. Yeah, well, I created one called programs, and it's there. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need it. But that's how you create a new folder. And then once you've created your new folder, of course, you can put all your, you can put all of your programs into it. I'll leave that there. And then when you right click, can open it up, and there they are. Good. So these are all the programs I've just put into that folder. And doesn't that look tidy? Okay, so one of the things that's concerned me, I'm running Windows 8.1, and when I opened it up for the first time, I was presented with all these the new interface, sort of Windows 10 sort of boxes. You know what I mean? It's can I drag them in from here? Can I? Yeah. So I was presented with something like that, and of course I didn't like it. So I got this menu. It's called Classic Shell. As you can see, it's shaped like a shell. Click on that, and now I've got my start menu. Much more simple. None of the stuff that you've just seen I've just put up, but just a simple menu like you would have had in Windows 7 or Windows XP, and that's called Classic Shell. If you want it, all you have to do basically is go into your browser, open it up, and type into your search box Classic Shell. And see, you see you've got Classic Shell for Windows 10 and Classic Shell for Windows 8. Let's just search. And okay, so you've got Classic Shell free. Latest full version or the official site. You can get it from either of these. Make sure you're getting it from Classic Shell. and not from somewhere like CNET or SourceForge, but from the official website, and then basically just download it and run it. It's as simple as that, and that's what you end up with. So what I want to talk about today is browsers. As you can see, I can access Internet Explorer like that. Now, it's not my default browser. I have to press OK here to give, it says you are about to view pages over a secure connection. Any information you exchange with the site cannot be viewed by anyone else on the web. So that's fair enough, so you press OK. And then down here it says Internet Explorer has been updated to show tabs. Anyway, basically what I'm saying is that's with Internet Explorer, and it's available to me. So I'm going to close the tabs, come out. Because I don't use Internet Explorer, I don't like it. It used to be a pretty good browser, but these days it lags behind other browsers such as Chrome, Opera, Firefox, Safari, etc. It's become a very, very slow and not a very responsive browser these days. I don't rate it one little bit, but if you get a new computer that's running Microsoft, you're probably fine. It's got Microsoft Edge on it, which is practically the same as Explorer, and that's what you're stuck with. But you're not stuck with it, or you don't have to have it. The best browsers, I'd say the first would be Chrome. Most people like Chrome, supplied by Google, and because it's a Google application, really, I don't like it because Google, I think it's much too intrusive. It collects too much information about you anywhere it can, and it takes all these little bits of information, all this data, where you're going, where you've been, who you talk to, the private messages that go in and out, everything about you. Google wants to know. So I can pass it on to third parties who can then target you with advertisements, and you get pop-ups everywhere and all of the rest of it. That's all associated with Google. Google is just, it's too intrusive. I don't like it one little bit. And for that reason, I won't use Chrome. The second best is Firefox. Below that comes Opera, and below that, you've got Edge, probably, Internet Explorer. But the second best one, and in my view, the best one really is Firefox. And you can't beat it, not for speed. It's got good speed. It's got plenty of accessories, add-ons. You are more secure on it, and it's easy to download. All you have to do is I'll just show you. So let me go back to my browser page. And by the way, I am using Firefox, but I'm just showing you how to download it. Basically, just type Firefox into your search engine. Press search. And there you go. So you can download Firefox. Always download from the original websites. In this case, Mozilla. Okay. don't download it by, if it's coming from file hippo like here or CNET. No. And once you've downloaded it, you press run in the normal way. Okay, so you'll find that you've got this little sign on your desktop, but you have to enable it as your default browser. So to do that, you click on your start button, and here in your menu, default programs, you left click on that, and over here you'll see a little list. Top, set your default properties. So left click on that, and it will show you all over the things that you can set as defaults. And there's Firefox. So you left click on that, and okay, I'll do it. And it says down here, set this program as default. Yeah. And you just click OK. And you've done it. So now you've got Firefox. Click onto it, open it, and here it is. This has not taken over your computer. You do still have Internet Explorer or Edge or whatever. It's just that you're not using them. You're not using them anymore as your default browser. You're using Firefox. So what's so different about Firefox anyway? Of course, the speed is a lot better. At the moment I'm a bit laggy because I've been using this all day. But not overly so. Up here we have these add-ons. I'll show you what the add-ons are. If you click on this 3-bar widget up here in the right hand corner and click on add-ons, it will show you what add-ons you can install. So you'll get some of the new ones being shown. But you come down here to see more add-ons, this blue box here, and you left click on that. Now what now you're going to see is all of the add-ons that you can select. You can select any to run on Firefox. If you look at the categories, you'll find you've got alerts and updates, appearance, bookmarks, download management, privacy and security, search tools. You've got everything really that you need. Featured extensions, ghost array. I'll show you the ones that I've got installed. To do that, I'll click on extensions, left click, and these are the add-ons that I've got installed. So AdBlock Plus, you can see up here, yeah, and that blocks all my ads basically, so you don't get any ads popping up here and there and everywhere. Ghost Array. Ghost Array is a very, very good program. It's unique. It destroys trackers, and of course the trackers are the people that are following you. This is why they're called trackers. And up here you have Ghost Array. Okay, this page isn't being scanned, obviously. It's not a, I'll show you this in a few minutes. It's a grey colour at the moment. That's going to turn blue once I come away from here. No script up here. What no script does, it stops scripts from running because most scripts are the way that hackers get into your files and systems on your computer, and it's often dangerous to allow all scripts to run. So what NoScript does, it gives you the option really of allowing the scripts to run or not to disable them or allow them or whatever you want to do. But the option's there. And again, at the moment, there's nothing to show really, because this is not a page on the internet that I'm on. Self-destructing cookies. Now, you want to put that on your computer. Every time you come away from a site that you've been browsing or anywhere really where cookies are stored. But cookies are sometimes useful because it allows your computer to know more easily where to go to and to get there more quickly when you're typing in a search request. But cookies as well take up a lot of space on your computer. And not only that, they keep a lot of information on you. So, I get rid of the cookies when I exit from my browser. I think that's a sensible thing to do, really. If you're sending messages to people, or telephone conversations with people, or if you're basically just browsing the internet, then what you're doing is your own business. You don't really want people logging where you're going, following in your footsteps, finding out this information so it can be passed on to advertising companies. Yes, this person favours this site or that site, or goes to August or the Tesco site frequently or whatever. So it's best to get rid of those cookies, and that way your footsteps are erased. Simple as that. I can't show you how that works at the moment because again I'm not on a internet page. And there's my YouTube downloader. And up here, of course, I've got the Firefox screenshots. If I click on that, it'll take a screenshot of the whole page, which is very, very useful as well. So I don't have many. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5. I don't put too much onto my computer. Too much overloads, yeah. It slows your computer down, and etc. So I try to keep things to a bare minimum, and only use things that I really need. So there we go. Anyway, I'll come out of there now. They're the add-ons, and actually you can get some really, really good ones. Some of them provide privacy, well, everything really. Security, privacy, education, everything you can find in that application store. And it's like the Google store or the iPhone store, but basically this is Firefox. It's a free store. It's a lot more comprehensive. There's thousands of applications in it, so use it. So anyway, I'm running Firefox now. So there's my homepage on Firefox. Easy to set up, easy to use. If you look up here, you've got tools, so downloads, add-ons, web developer, page info options, ad block, bookmarks, shows all your bookmarks, history, shows you all your history, files, helps, all of that stuff's up there, and it's really, really handy. Also, when you're visiting a page on the net, you want to know it's secure. So you've got the prefix up here, HTTPS, which is secure everywhere, basically. If you're visiting a site that's HTTPS, then it's secure, yeah. Up here you've got a little padlock. Again, it's a Firefox feature, and you can see it's verified. If I click on it, it's my Yahoo. It's a secure connection. And if I click on the little eye, it gives you information about the site. Like that. Okay, so you've got your home, mail, Flickr, Tumblr, news, sports, finance, entertainment, lifestyle, answers, groups, mobile, more. This is Yahoo, and it's Yahoo for Firefox. Download these things, they're well worth using. Use them and enjoy them. Well, that's all I've got to say for the moment. I'm sure there's something else that was niggling at my mind, what little of it there is left, but I'm sure it'll come to me, and I'll get back to you again. Anyway, in the meantime, thanks for listening, and I hope perhaps you'll consider Firefox as a viable alternative and use it. I promise you won't regret it. Anyway, that's me. I'm off now, so ta-ra for now.